Hello, everyone. I am Carson Ledgerwood, and this is my presentation over a fictional character. As my psychology final, and I chose um, Dash Parr from The Incredibles. Um, and I chose him because I've always loved this movie. I think it's an amazing movie. And I loved it as a kid, and now um, still love it as an adult. And rewatched it again for this, just to get a refresher, and it holds up. I think it's just an amazing movie. Um, and so we're going to go through, explain the movie a little bit for those who haven't seen it, and Dash and his circumstances as a kid, and do a psychological breakdown and investigation of him. So yeah, so the movie itself. Well, this so we're gonna go through the this is the outline. We're gonna go over the movie, Piaget's cognitive development theory, behaviorism, um, and optimal development, two of those. And then we'll conclude. The movie, it's a superhero family. It's a world where there are superheroes, but the society has decided that they would rather live in a world without superheroes, so all the superheroes go into hiding. And there's Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, um, Violet, and Dash, and then the baby Jack Jack. Um, and One way that how I see it now is that each one of the family members, superhero, each one of them, their powers actually reflect the traditional um, personality and roles that people face as a brother or as a father or as a mother. The mother is elastic and she has to be flexible, and father has to be strong for his family, and the kid Dash has super speed and is kind of squirrely, and um, Violet's a little shy, and reserved, and yeah. I So Dash, though, he has a he has they it's a, that he has a strong, loving family that a very secure attachment style, and his parents are um, authoritative, but very warm and very high in control. Yes. Um, oh, this is a great quote. I just had to throw this in here. And this is the Syndrome's the villain in the movie, and there's a line where he says, and because he's trying to give everybody superpowers. And he said, and when asked why, he says, when everyone's super, no one will be. Um, and even as a kid, that stuck with me because yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was very. I've always thought that was, if you collapse the hierarchies, then what? If everybody has everything, then is there any point to anything? Something like that. So the first theory that we're going to look at to understand Dash is Jean Piaget's theory of cognitive development. And Jean Piaget believed that children learned through play, in one sense, that through their engagement with the world, they actually gained knowledge about the world. And the stage that Dash would be in is in the concrete operational stage, where he is using his problem-solving skills and logic and understanding cause and effect, um, through his engagement with the world. Um, this study by Jaggy, I guess, it showed that kids who are bored in school are more likely to act out. And so there's this scene early on in the movie, the tax scene, where Dash places a tack, like a thumbtack, on his teacher's chair right before he goes to sit down. And the teacher sits on it, and he knows it's Dash, and he has a camera set up. And either way, he doesn't end up getting in trouble, and he gets away with it. Um, and it's because Dash was already done with his schoolwork and bored. And no, and we'll reference that tax scene again later. Um, so the second theory that we're looking at, that is a theory of uh, psychological development for children, but I think actually is contradicted in the movie by Dash, is behaviorism. And behaviorism, that theory of development, believes that the environment is more of an impact, um, and that reinforcement plays a heavy role, that being rewarded for good or punished for bad, and the response that the environment gives to you is going to, or gives to the child, is going to heavily affect their development. And um, what we see throughout the movie is that Dash is not affected by reinforcement, um, or the environment. He wants to, early on, he wants to use his powers. He wants to use the talent that he has, and he doesn't understand why he can't in some way. And even when he gets in trouble for using his powers, he still he still breaks the rules in pursuit of his, not his own self, but in to be his best self in some type of way. Um, and so the tax scene's another example where, or to bring back up, where he is punished, but it doesn't affect him not using his powers. And so, um, moving on to our optimal development. Um, yeah, the problem or dysfunction that he faces is that he has to hide. He's forced to hide an important part of who he is, and this can lead to identity issues and self-worth issues, and wondering, like, are you the thing that you keep hidden in secret? And why if that's really who you are, why would you have to keep it in secret? And a more integrative approach is what would be needed. Um, in this world, the society has asked superheroes to go away. Um, but near the end, his parents encourage him to play athletics, but to do it in a reserved way, where he's not just speeding past everybody, but he still gets to participate and play. And um, there's healthy outlets that he could have, um, and they do show that at the end of the movie. Um, uh, and then for our optimal development to, what is healthy, he just has strong relationships with his parents and siblings, and is uh, valued and loved. and has he's really confident and happy throughout the entire film, and even when he's getting in trouble, like, he's still having a good time, and, um, which kinda goes to show again how regardless of the environment and the reinforcement, rewarded or punishment, his, biological talents and the wiring of that, is just too much and prevails through. So, and the parents throughout the entire film, yes, encourage the development of courage, which truly, I think the development of courage is and the fostering of courage and facing of fears and doing what's right in the face of something grave and heavy is amazing, is a great lesson for children. Um, and it's awesome that's in a kids movie. Um, here are my sources that I used for this presentation and in the research for it. And in conclusion, if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's on Disney Plus. I'm pretty sure. Um, I have the disc copy, you know. But and if you have seen it, you could watch it again with a new light and a new perspective. I think it's a great film, and yeah, thanks for watching my presentation. Bye.